Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another TalkTruth Series, Girl Connection. I'm your host, Shanique Davis, and as you can see, we ain't doing Facebook tonight. So please accept my apologies for that. We can't pay for it. So we're doing YouTube. Also, it's because of persons who don't have Facebook. So it's not really a big inconvenience, it's just a little inconvenience. So we're just gonna ask that you bear with us a little bit so we can get the show on the road. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring my guest on tonight. Y'all know her. Y'all remember Miss Lady, Miss Popstar from last week. Yes, you know Miss Yanique Cadogan. She shared her testimony with us. She is the founder of Let's Talk Healing. That's a big ministry, an upcoming ministry, and you want to be a part of this. So, without further ado, I'm going to ask you to please like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you all for tuning in as usual. Let the people who don't have Facebook know, hey, we're streaming on YouTube tonight. We expect a fabulous conversation. We're going to be talking about mental health. And our guest from last week will be joining us tonight again to tell us more about mental health and the importance as it relates to healing and women. So please give our guest tonight a round of applause. Send her some love, some hearts, some beer, some chocolate. Valentine's Day is coming up and we all deserve love. So show our girl some love and just make her welcome. Hey, Yanique.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Happy Thursday. We're almost at Friday, so that means it's the weekend. So it's a pleasure to be here again tonight, guys. I know that some of you are requested for my return. So here I am. I'm back again tonight to share a few tips on mental health. I believe that mental health is a topic that is so underrated. A lot of people are so scared to speak on this topic for whatever reasoning. It is something also that is so overlooked in Jamaica, on a whole. In Jamaica, when someone say, "Oh, you have mental health problem," they put it, they quote unquote say, "Okay, you're mad, you're a mad man." Which that does not mean that you're crazy. Mental health forms in different categories. It's a very broad area. So tonight I'm going to be speaking on the topic. You can send in your comments. Shanique will read them and then I will go ahead and I'll answer. Okay? So I'm here to be a blessing to you all and let's get rock and roll.
All right. Well, let us start with what is mental health because we're Jamaicans and nobody talks about that here. So, what is this whole mental thing that we're talking about tonight? What's mental health?
Sure. So mental health is basically, emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects the way we think, it affects the way how we feel, and also the way how we respond. Right? So it's a matter of how we cope in our day-to-day living. Everyone have different areas in which, like I stated, that they struggle with mental health. It can be socially, could be physically, and it can also be psychologically. So it's just a broad area. Now, if you want me to be more specific on a topic, I can actually do that for you.
All right. So, what did you have to tell us tonight about mental health and women?
All right. So for women, you know that some of us are single moms. Some of us, we have to maintain a household without a father figure in the household. That right there in itself can be very challenging and taxing on a person's mental state. Right? In that depression can comes in place, anxiety, anger, resentment towards your child. It can actually be stemmed from this. Also, as far as with a working adult, you go to work, you're under a lot of stresses, you don't have an outlet. What is your outlet to cope with all of these stresses when you go to work? Some of us, we don't have an outlet. So what we do is we end up start drinking, and then some people start smoking, and then some people, this is how they now slip into depression. So it's very imperative for you to take full control of what you do and how you go about your day-to-day life, because your mental health is very, very, very important. As for me, I know that I work in a very stressful job environment, extremely stressful. There's some days that I feel like I want to pull the literal hair off of my head because if my phone is not ringing, I have to be responding to emails or have to be making corrections to something, and then it becomes overwhelming. But the way that I you know deal with such thing is I step away. I'll take a break and then I go back, because if I sit there and drown myself in frustration, I'm no good to my job and no good to myself. So it's very, very important for us to find a way to control that. And tonight I'm going to share more details and tips as to how we can handle it, stresses, and also take control of our mental well-being itself.
All right. Great. Before you get into that, Miss Yanique, I'm just gonna pause a bit just to highlight our viewers who came over to support. Yes, I know y'all miss us on Facebook, but not tonight. So Miss Floretta Lewis is here. She says, "Good night, guys. Good
Good
night."
night, Floretta. Good night.
Shamik, your internet at work.
Good night, Samik. Thank you
We've
for
had the
tuning
same
in.
issues for the past couple of weeks, so I understand what you face.
Yes.
Happy pre-Valentine, guys.
Happy
Thank
Valentine's when it
you.
comes.
Same to you. Hey, Lady D.
Good night,
And
Lady. Broken to be blessed network. Good night.
our prophetess is here tonight. Big up yourself, prophetess. Thank you
Good
for
night.
coming.
Thank you for joining.
All right. Thank you all. Don't forget to like and share the video, guys. So, just to jump on what you said, mental health is important. The maintenance of our mental health as women, especially now, we just heard it. Happy pre Valentine's Day. And a lot of our women are not very happy for several reasons. What could cause that?
Because they are not accepting the fact that they need to love themselves. A lot of us will seek happiness and love into a man. Why do you feel like you need someone to shower you with gifts to make you feel as if you are worth it? This is now where you need to know that you are yourself beautiful, that you are awesome, and that you don't need anyone to tell you that, hey, I love you, because you already know that you're loved by the Creator Himself. God created us all and He loves us all. He spared our lives day to day. So that's love right there. That's unconditional love. We're protected just by what's happening right now. We are living in a world filled with craziness, as far as even with the pandemic that has been going on. And we are still here, we're still alive. So why should we sob over these things? As for me, I don't have a Valentine's, but guess what? You think I'm going to be all pitiful and cry and no, I'm going to shower myself with all the gifts and the loves that I need to shower myself with. That's just truth and that's just a fact. Why should we drown ourselves in sorrow? It's just a day. Love is supposed to be a day, it's supposed to be every day. Why should we only focus on one day to feel special? We're supposed to feel special every day. So for my ladies, if you guys don't have a Valentine, it's okay. Pamper yourself. Show yourself some love. Take that day to put your feet up, turn on some music, watch some TV. Just love on you. Appreciate you. You don't need to worry about having someone else there by your side. That's just a temporary feeling that will pass. But as long as you accept yourself and love yourself, you don't need anyone to build you up in those areas, because you have self-love and respect for you.
That's so true. And I think a part of the reason is that when we look at our friends and colleagues and family members putting up their Instagram statuses and WhatsApp statuses and Twitter and sharing all of these posts about, oh, my boo got me this. And then they do some lives or they put up some videos or some boomerang showing boo bringing in chocolate, he's bringing
Yeah.
them cash and all of these things. And we feel like Janelle, I feel away
Feel
because
empty.
we don't have nobody but ourselves. And, we've been so stressed out. Uh, with whatever it is that was bothering us before, and now we don't have no lover, and we were looking forward to getting pampered. Maybe there was a breakup before, right before Valentine's. It could be anything, and this can take a toll on a woman's mental process
Correct.
because you can overthink about this whole thing. You regret some things. Your mind gone all. You start want back your ex and all of these things. How can women actually maximize on a better mental state during this time?
So I would actually advise in this sense, based on what I have been doing to ensure that I don't slip into that sort of emptiness, is I surround myself with people that I know will shower me with those type of love. Family, friends. It's not all your family members them celebrating Valentine's, you know. How about, hey, form a network of people that you can probably go out with and probably dine with. You understand? I mean, like right now, it's not ideal for anyone really to be going out and be engaged in restaurants so forth. Cook up some food, invite a few friends over. Have, if you don't want to be home alone, it's okay to do that as well. But don't drown in self pity, because sometime people will put up their statuses and post their relationships, and you'll think that they have a great relationship, but behind all of that there's a lot of sour. So I always advise, don't look at what another person have going on in their life, because a lot of times when you really open up that book and look right, read the chapters and read the scripts in that book, it's all ugly. They're just putting up a front because they themselves, they want to feel good, because they want people to now comment on their thing and say, hey girl, you got your life together. People are just looking for clout. You understand me? So don't watch what another person have going on. That's something that I'm very, very strong on, because see me and live with me, like they say, it's two different things. You may see your friend post up a status about her boyfriend, her fiance, her husband, but behind all that, she is so unhappy.
That is
So
so true.
don't worry about what another person is doing. Worry about what you have going on with your own self. It's
Yes.
okay to change the way that we normally do things. If we're accustomed to always being around a partner and then all of a sudden something change, adapt to that change and find the positive behind it. Probably you yourself need some healing and some self-development. So take that moment to fix yourself and find back yourself. Find back the love that you probably had lost for yourself. So don't worry about just a day because it's called Valentine's Day. It's just a regular day. It's a day that mankind basically symbolize as a
Yeah,
lover's day. Lover is supposed to be every day. Every day is supposed to be a day filled with love, not just one day, right? So
that's true.
if you have a network of people that you can actually surround yourself around that's available, make yourself useful in that sense. Probably cook up some food, plan, say, hey guys, you want to come over? How about all of us, cook up some food, or we play some music, or we play some domino, play some ludi, whatever you gotta do. But do not drown yourself in self pity.
Yes. Whatever you do, ladies, this is Girl Connection. Do not drown in self pity. Stop watching other people on the
Stop.
one day.
Stop.
Focus on loving
You
yourself.
love yourself, appreciate yourself, and build yourself up. Make yourself stronger as a human being. You know, listen, we only have 24 hours in a day. Are you going to waste the 24 hours by doing something that's not productive? Each
People in
hour,
the back.
each minute that pass and each second that's passed, that's time that you can't regain.
Yeah.
So the time that you're going to take to worry and to get sad, readjust your mind and start focusing on all the other things that you could do positively with those hours, with those minutes, and with those seconds that you do have on hand.
It makes too much sense not to even try it. As you said, we only have 24 hours in that one day.
Correct.
Sunday. It's Sunday, and Sundays are normally so peaceful and nice, so
Yes.
mellow. Just take the
Yes.
time and relax. As Yanique said, if you have people you can surround yourself with, get comfy for the day, relax, maybe go and soak your feet, warm some
Or go
water,
to
put
the
a little
beach.
soap. You
Or
can
go
do,
to
there is so much you can
so
do.
much to
Yanique,
do.
I just believe that you have a really unique creative sense. Just
Yes.
throw some ideas out there so the
Listen,
ladies
you
can
can listen,
understand.
ladies. For me, I love my alone time.
Hmm.
I don't like the bag of company business. I mean, when you work so hard, sometimes you don't want the bag of noise around you. Sometimes you just want to just relax. So you can go to the beach. And I mean, I don't live in Jamaica, so I don't know really as much that you can possibly do there. But if I were there, possibly I would take advantage of going to the beach itself. You understand me? Probably you can go, if you for the ones that can afford, you can go to the spa, go get your nails done, go pamper yourself. Buy a bottle of champagne, turn on some music, listen to it and dance. You know what I'm saying? Or even watch a movie, put up your foot and relax yourself. Just relax, read a book, entertain yourself in a healthy way,
Mhm.
positively. Feed your soul with good food, good medicine. Yeah, and also meditate. Meditation is so good. Remember, Valentine's Day is on a Sunday, work is on a Monday. When you go through all of them, the drama on the Sunday, your body tired for the ones them that probably is going to be engaged in activities with their partner. Or you're going to be so take advantage, our single ladies, of just relaxing, sipping on some wine if you can, going to the beach. Going to the beach is not expensive. You don't have to spend any money. I'm pretty sure that Jamaica have free beach. You can go to the beach and relax yourself, and just also write your goals. Take that day to set some goals,
Sip
realistic
and write.
goals,
You sip some wine and
realistic
write.
goals. You understand me? Also, for the ones them that don't have a job, take the opportunity to fix up your resume. Don't let the day go by sobbing. Do things positively that can enhance your life, because that's the mission that we should be on.
Mhm.
We should be under the mission of trying to do better each and every single day. So yes, it's a day where a lot of people will be posting. If I were you, if it's going to affect you that bad, don't go on no social media platform. Stay off Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. If you can find anything productive to do with yourself, just keeping it
Wow.
real.
Wow.
If you're going to be so affected so badly by this and you can turn it into a positive, then might as well stay off a social media platform, because
Yeah.
you have a problem then. If you don't want to do something positive in your life, then you have a problem.
Yeah. And on that note, I'm just gonna pause one more time and say hey to our viewers. You are listening to TalkTruth Series Girl Connection, and our guest, Miss Yanique Cadogan, is just throwing in a barrel. For those of us who are local, you no need for go down a war for this. You are getting it
No,
here. This
free.
is a
You can
ton.
deliver right at your front door for you.
Listen,
Right.
there is so much we can do as women to enhance our mental health. We're
Trust me.
still talking about healing, positivity, when there's never a shortage of it. So just consume all of it now and just
Mhm.
enjoy your own company. On Tuesday night, we spoke to Genesis, and she was telling us about, some workplace drama and all of that. You were there,
Yes.
and we ended up encouraging people to hug themselves, tell
Of
yourself
course.
something nice,
You
do
know,
that on Valentine's Day,
trust me.
give
Write
yourself
yourself a
some
letter.
hearts.
Get creative. Get
Mr. Beans did
creative.
that. Did you see that video where he wrote love note and went outside his door and just slide them in the box? So
Might
when
as
he came
well.
in, he's like, oh,
Yes. Yes. Do these things, the same thing that you don't want your partner possibly to do for you, do it for yourself.
listen,
It,
write
it there's
yourself a love
nothing wrong.
note.
Write yourself, put up some sticky notes in front of your mirror and walk past it and smile and say, I'm loved. I'm beautiful. I'm cherished. I'm amazing. I'm strong. Come, ladies, listen. At 2021, we Dana. Time for we start up better. Why we seek our happiness in one man? Why? Come, wanna tell me. Wanna drop in the comments in the comment box. Let we talk about this thing. Because we don't understand.
Yes.
We don't need to be seeking our happiness in no man.
That's so
We need
true.
to love ourselves unconditionally and respect and value ourselves. That's why a lot of these men take with that puppy show. Because
That
we
is so
allow it.
true.
Because we allow it. Because we make them feel as if we can't live without them. So that's why they treat us. However, now you see the thing is, you see when you carry yourself a certain way and you live by that type of expectation, I am pretty sure that the person that you will attract is going to be a person that will love you, respect you, and cherish you, and not take you for granted. Check your price tag. Probably you are devaluing yourself a little bit too much.
Yes, start with yourself first.
Start with yourself first.
So, Miss
Good night.
Lady D says you can show yourself love.
Of course.
We should feel special 365 days. Every day we wake up, it's a gift.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Self-love is the best love.
Absolutely.
Who can do for you what you can do for yourself? Comparison can be a trap of the enemy. Stop looking at man and woman and look at God for guidance and love.
Amen to that.
Show that in there. So another beautiful lady here. I love my alone time too. This is Haley.
Yes. Hi. Good night.
Boss. Talk
truth.
That's what it is. The truth.
So we have to keep it real. Happy Me Day. Same thing.
International Me Day.
Yes.
Yes, to sticky note affirmations.
Yes.
See, someone did it. If you are single, you can take a nice hot bubble bath, light some candles, put some rose petals in it. You can have some wine, go get yourself a massage, etc. Like Genesis.
You see what I say?
You know what you're saying.
You guys have to just find your creative form, self-love, self-care. It is important. You know what? Let me start up with self. Come, ladies. Come, we start up with self. Come, give yourself a big hug. Listen, love on you.
Yes, you need to love yourself first.
Yes.
God can treat you better than you can treat yourself. Yes. And He will teach you. Christ first loved us, and His love is beyond
any type of love. It is unconditional. Yes. And unwavering. Big up yourself.
I'm unable to can. What is listen to me the Genesis? Love Valentine. They here in my Jamaican accent. Yes, girl.
Yes. No, man, it's important. It's very important. You know, I actually never knew the importance of loving myself until recently.
Yeah.
Until recently, when I went through my trauma, my journey, and recovered, right? And when I found love for myself, Shanique, I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what nobody say. You see, as long as me know say me, I am valuable, and as long as me know say I am strong, and as long as I know I am resilient and I am beautiful and I can do anything as long as I apply myself, nobody can shake me.
Only to shake you.
Only God alone can shake me because him alone have the strength there.
And you have been through your own share of hurt and pain and resentment and some amount of sleepless nights.
Manipulation. I can write a book.
You need to write it. And that's what you need.
Yes,
you need to write that book. We'll talk about it on Tuesday night. You need to write it.
I
Why?
will. I will. I'm telling you, and if I can sit here tonight, ladies, I love me some
Yes,
Yanique, some uniquely yours.
yes.
Trust me, love, I want good
That's
feeling.
that's the kind of comparison that women need to do. I'm not
Yes,
saying you should compare yourself to others a lot of the times, but look at some people who have gone through some similar
exactly.
hurt,
Exactly.
some devastating breakups. I remember my high school breakup. I lost weight. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. Because due to all needed in love,
Just out. Listen,
stressed right
me not
out.
make, me not make
Hmm?
nobody's son stress me out.
Nobody's son. Don't
Nobody's son.
even give them that. What did Prophetess say last night? Don't give them that. I still
You
remember
can't,
one.
you can't give them that power. You can't give
Yes.
them that power. Because you see, the thing is, you see, when they realize that they have that power over you, then they take advantage and they
Yes.
do whatever it is that they want to
Ammunition to
break you,
manipulate you,
right? They
break it down.
manipulate and they break you down. And a lot of times, they will tell you all the things that you want to hear, which is facts, which is real truth. And then, you know what? When they realize them get it to a point, you know what them do? Them just pull the rope from under your foot and make you drop on your body and chip up. Then break your back down.
Tell
And
us
you
how
feel
you were able to navigate through those. Because when you go through a relationship, there must
yes,
be some kind of triggers. There are times when you feel really lonely, like, should I really have broken up with this person? Could I
correct.
have
So that
stayed a little longer? Tell us about
that
that mental process. How you
that
get
mental
through it.
process was a little challenging in the beginning.
Mhm.
Last year, it was very challenging. However, the way that I tackled it was by surrounding myself with my family, which was, my mom, my daughter, my father, and some immediate friends that I trusted with basically everything. I knew that they wouldn't take my vulnerability to use it against me.
Yeah.
And you know, there were times I was like, oh my God, I wonder if I'm making the wrong decision. But when I outlined everything that was going on in that relationship, and it took me back to the point of where I was suicidal,
Wow.
right? So when I realized the fact where I could stoop so low of wanting to harm myself, meaning that I am a mom and I was going to leave behind a child that's dependent on me, I knew that the decision that I was making was the right decision. And also to know the fact that when it came on to even with me worshiping God and it would have been a little issue in the relationship, that also was like another red flag because how can I not worship God? Right? That means that you're not of God. That means that you're of the enemy because you don't like what I'm doing. That is positive. So when I started to outline all the things that were all bad and trying to write down the few good that I saw in the person, the bad outweighed the good by far, right? So I knew I was making the right choice. And then rather than staying in that self pity and sobbing, I turned my pain into a positive by starting to say, what can I now do for Yanique to make myself feel better? How can I be a better mom to my daughter? How can I form better relationships now with my friends that were broken? Because, mind you, I had friends that were zooming into my relationship that saw that something was off and they were trying to basically guide me by sharing, their honest opinions. And I basically pushed it aside and ignored it. You understand me? Because I was like, oh, no, where I got you, man. Whosoever in my shoe we understand. But the reality of it all is, you see, when you realize that everything that everybody was saying to you becomes actual a fact of truth, you have to surrender
Mm.
and you have to fix yourself immediately. Because if I didn't do that, I promise you, I would not be here sitting in front of you all tonight, speaking and being able to share my story of becoming, coming from a dark place to a place of happiness now. So that's what I'm saying. Your mental health is very important. You have to sometimes take a step back. So for my ladies, like the ones that I know, like myself, that will not be celebrating Valentine's Day on Sunday, take a step back and look into yourself. What is it that you want for your life? What is it that is going on in your life currently that you're uncomfortable with, that you're not happy about? What can you do differently to change and fix it? Because at the end of the day, you're only going to take yourself from the low place to a high place. And this doesn't have to deal with having all of that money. Money don't make you happy. I can tell you that. I was showered. I had money around me like no tomorrow. And money don't make you happy. Okay? You can have all the money in the world where you can buy all the brand name, you can buy all the nice food, you can go all the nice places. And let me tell you something. You see, if you not happy, that the money they want to shower, where you spend, where you take and invest in the things that you think is going to bring you happiness will never bring you happiness. Until you find yourself, until you can love yourself and respect yourself, you can never be happy. And that's real talk. And I'm speaking off of experience here because I was once there. So I'm not talking with water in my mouth. I talk with real blunt truth.
Now put your mouth around and talk, Yanique. Yeah, talk straight.
Straight. I'm not pretty it up. So you see, all of them ear do we like do, and all of them fingernail things. And let me tell you something. You see, if you not happy, them are something and now make you happy, baby. It's just a put on one look. It's just a put on one look mask and one look band-aid and cover it. And you know what happen? Eventually that is going to get stale and it's going to drop off. And you're going to it's all of the wounds them are just going to expose. And you have to go what? Cover it back. Come on, man. We need to heal. We need to heal up with things. We need to do better as ladies.
That's true. And just to touch on what you said, the whole self-love and healing to build on your own mental health. It is really important because I say even spending time alone for that one day and showing yourself the love that you should get, you will get used to the love that you actually deserve. Because as we said, nobody can love you the way that you know how to love yourself.
Correct.
So whoever you're looking for to love you, you will have to teach that person how to give you that love that you need or that you deserve.
Yes.
So learn to love yourself first. Get used to the good love from yourself so that when somebody comes along to give you their kind of love, you will know the difference. You will know what you will and will not tolerate. And so that will make your Valentine's Day even better. So get used to yourself first.
And not only that, you know, you have to check your price tag.
Oh, Lord.
No. It's the real fact. We walk around and we carry ourselves with no respect.
Wow.
So how do you expect to attract a partner that's going to respect you? Hey, like I said, I'm not no saint here, and I'm gonna speak real truth. This is Talking Truth Series.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna pretty it up on the live for any one of us, because at the end of the day, I want all of us to leave here tonight with a nugget, a piece of information that we can actually, gain and learn from. Me, I knew that I basically walked around with a cheap price tag when I was involved in my partner. Because upon meeting the individual, I was too quick to be in agreement to doing things which were not healthy. So right there and then, the person knew already that they had the upper hand on me. So sometimes as ladies, we need to realize the importance of respecting yourself. If your partner respects you, he will not come to you with anything that is going to be degrading as a female.
Yeah.
Because he values you. And that is a God-blunt truth. Right? He will not ask you to sin yourself to do things because he knows he can't come to you the way they, because he has respect for you. So that's why I say you have to make sure that you're checking your price tag. You have to let people respect you from the moment that they meet you, the way you speak, the way you walk, and the way you carry yourself is very important. Appearance sells everything. The way we speak sells everything. I'm not afraid to
You need
put
to
them in
set your
them
standards.
set your standards high. It's okay if a person wants to say, "Kupa, you, oh, you want?" Yes, I am worth it all. I am valuable, and I will only attract everything that is best for me. Because you know what that's going to do for us, ladies? That's going to make us feel good within our own self. We won't have to be stressing, depressing, crying. Come on. Because we know so we worth it. And the minute we see the bull crap, there's the door.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
stick around. Do not.
Mental health and healing and
It is
self-love
important.
go hand in
Important.
hand.
It goes hand in hand. And if I knew what I knew now years ago, Shanique, trust me. But you know, I will not dwell on my past. That is something that I've learned. What I know now is my today onward is what I'm dictating. How is it that I am going to make sure that my life aligns with what I want for my mental health, for my purpose? You remember, you keep hearing me use that word purpose. That word is a very, very important word to me. Your mental health is so important because that's the only way you're going to get to the place that you need to get to, which is your purpose.
Mad people read through them ago. And what
You
if I
can't.
did that's a lot
I
of
want to,
detours.
it's like you know that you walk up and down on different side of the road. Come on,
People have
man.
this habit of saying what you don't know won't hurt you, but I think that I really believe, let me not say think, I believe that what you don't know causes a greater harm because
It does.
how are you going to address something that you don't know about? So whatever mistakes you're making is going to continue to happen because you don't know.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
Go
question?
right ahead. Go right ahead.
If a person put a blindfold on you, can you see anything?
I want the
What are the
viewers
risks?
to answer. Viewers,
What
can
are
you
the
answer
risks?
the question?
If a person put a blindfold on you and tell you if you just walk, you're not bound for buck up. You're not bound for fall and hurt yourself.
Of course.
So that's the reason why I'm in agreement with what you said. People always use this term, what I don't see, art no leap. I am so against that. Because what you don't know can also be a trap to kill you, to harm you. So it's very important, very, very important to know what's happening around you, whether it may be in your relationship, whether it may be in your friendship with a person, whether it may be in your career, your job, wherever it may be.
Yes.
Right? It is important. Your mental health, ladies, it is important.
I'm gonna share a little clip of the kind of self-love that it is hilarious because it's in Jamaican language, but I'm just gonna share a little clip of the kind of self-love that some of us need to exercise, especially on Sunday. I'm gonna take the comments first, then I'm gonna share that clip.
Let's do
Love
it.
the points that you're making, Yanique. Yes, come on. Since say those I am statements. Of course.
Yes,
Genesis, I
I have
am
them all
love,
over my house.
confident.
I have,
Really?
listen me. You see, when you're going to my bedroom on my
Oh
mirror,
my.
actually I'll take them down. I'll take some off of the wall and write it some. Me recite them. I love myself for who I am. That is my number one.
Yes. And
I
not
am
who I
sturdy
was.
and I am
Somebody said I
capable.
was listening to a motivational speaker this morning. I think it's Lisa to motivate, and she said some of us aren't able to move on because we are too attached to who we were. So that makes Valentine's Day even harder. That
Father,
makes our mental strength so much weaker than it should be because we are so attached
yes,
to the things that we've done, the people we've been with, those
yes,
friends that we have had, the food that we
yes,
ate. movies
Yes.
we've seen. Oh, I saw this in a movie. So that means
Yes.
when Valentine's Day come, Grim Reaper is gonna come get me. Yada yada yada. You watch too much show. Stop getting so attached to the things so we can move
We
on.
need not to be. We need not
Turn
to be.
up
And
what
that's what's
you
messing
did.
a lot of people up, Shanique.
Oh
They are
Lord.
too attached. They are too attached. Somebody said, write that book and stop skylarking. Women get.
That's how you Yannick.
Listen, I promise you guys, this is going to be my goal for 2021. I am going to put my things in place. Listen, me, I have a lot going on, I have a lot going on. So I have to balance the time. But I promise myself that I will start this year on working on my book. I will. Because it is not only going to be a beneficial to myself in the sense of spreading my experience, it's going to help someone to overcome their challenges, because I'm going to spell it out from A to Z. I mean, I use the big word then for confuse nobody brain, but we don't need that. We are going to speak blunt, raw truth. I'm going to speak about topics as far as even on sex, as far as on narcissistic abuse, on trauma, depression, and wait, I come before now. I come before now.
Girl.
Ready?
I am excited, and I too look forward to reading that. I look
Yes.
forward to being a part of that legacy.
Yes.
And you see, if
And
you need
will.
that, I tell you a little secret. If you need an editor, you can call me.
Hey, me know. Your husband already tell me so me can't call you, so me know.
My husband chat me back from me back. Yes, but not only that, I love. I have a thing for words. I was even saying it to myself today. There's something about words that really resonate with me a whole lot more than
Yes.
somebody saying it. It just sits in. So
Yes.
yeah, man, I love words. I'm a words girl. Yeah.
Definitely.
But do you think about one tip I can give you is bear in mind the people that you want to help. Don't think about you. Think about
Yes.
the people whose lives will be changed. That will make it one of the best. Let me not
Listen.
say one of the best
Listen.
book ever
The goal.
written. Girl,
The goal is to focus on my ladies that are broken.
of course. And I
Because
see
my
you
ladies that
speaking
are
at
broken, guess what?
conferences.
This is when me done, you don't know? When me done, you know, my ladies, when I got on entrepreneurs. You
Girl,
understand? I am building up my ladies to ensure that they are solid and rooted and grounded with strength. You understand me? And self-respect and self-love. Listen, me, when I tired, I walk around with the head held low. When I walk up with the head held high and feel good, I know so Uno is it. I am it. Hey, you are it.
I have this thing whenever I feel, because everybody struggles with self-doubt or insecurity or the feeling
Correct.
of unworthiness. A lot of the times, no matter how confident or outspoken a person may seem, deep down, you can count maybe on 5 fingers the amount of times they face the doubts or the
Yes.
critic inside. Your biggest and worst critic. So whenever I feel these things coming up on me, I say, Shan, you can do, girl, you can, girl, you
Yes.
can wash, you're the
Yes.
best man the world ever see.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel, sometimes some incompetent will come up on you. You feel so
Yes.
inadequate. You feel like you need somebody to add value to you when whatever you can speak over yourself with positivity and confidence, you can get through whatever those feelings that you're
It is
battling
true. That is so
with.
true. And I will rally back on that. But something that's also important, that also is very important for us to understand, is a poor diet can mess with your mental health. The way
Yes.
that we eat can mess with our mental health. The food that we put in our body is important. So if you put crap in, it's crap. Go start going up your so.
Mm.
You can look it up. Mental
Yes,
health
that's
and
true.
it's true. The way that we feed our body is important for our mental health as well. Remember, food is what gives us the energy, you know. So if we're eating the things them that is not going to sustain us in the right form, just imagine you're going through depression and you now put the right food in. You're only decreasing your energy level even lower, and you're even drowning yourself even lower in your situation, whatever problems that you're experiencing. Right? So for my ladies, make sure that you're consuming, taking your vitamins, exercise too. If you don't like to exercise, walk. These things are very important. I'm just throwing some stuff out there, you know, to help us to enhance and to get better. Right? Go for a walk. Come out of the house, go stretch your leg. If you don't have a gym membership, it's okay, because a lot of us can't afford it right now. But go for a simple walk. Cardio is so good. Get the blood pumping in the right places, so that you can think straight and think clear.
Yes, that's true.
It's important. I don't know, foolishness, me telling you, me telling you real deal. Me telling you the things.
Yes, my Jamaican women, I'm talking to you now. Don't just believe in bush tea alone. Yes, tea is important. Feed, you need substance.
Real substance. You need things them that can feed the brain. You understand me? Look up the brain food, them, the greens, the leafy stuff, them things them that can put the right nutrients and the right.
So you can go grow and glow.
All right. That's the aim. That's the aim, honeys. That's the aim.
Yes. Oh Lord, I feel my editor sense is kicking in. Oh Lord, let me not continue with these comments, because I feel like I have so much to add already and I don't see the manuscript yet. Just start, sister. Just start. Start. Me just feel the thing that might come up already. Just start, right? Mental health is important, and we have to take accountability for our mental stability. It is your body and your brain. Why not? Make sure you take care of your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Grim Reaper. Really, girl. One thing I heard is the rear view mirror smaller than the windshield because our past is not important. Future is brighter.
True. Look ahead. Why you think God give it 2 foot to face forward? If him did want we look back and walk, you that turn the foot the other way. A forward, we think they forward. We are look ahead.
Do you know the song by Jonathan McReynolds and what's his name? The song is entitled Moving On. And he said, I know my rear view can't compare to what God will do in my life.
No, I don't know the one there, but I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, man. Marley. Jonathan McReynolds and Marley. Yeah, I can send you the link later.
Yes.
I am glad to hear that you are good.
I am going to write it. Yes.
Even if it's 30 minutes per day. Wow.
I will. You guys, thank you so much for the encouragement. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Write the vision and make it plain. We're gonna have big cook up once the book comes out. We need to come back.
Come back to Jamaica.
When you come, you link me here, Genesis. When you get here, just give me a call. I'll come over and meet you. Shanique making her editing round. She just finished D That Moon. Haley's
yes, D That Moon. He was on the live the other night.
Yes. That's my dude.
Yes.
Writing is about helping other people and yourself.
Yes, that is true.
The same.
Yes.
Nah, pop down. What? What is Genesis saying?
I want no pop down belly, so gotta focus on nutrition and exercise. Me want hot gal. Yes, sir. Listen, Lady D. Richard, I am so in agreement with you. So while we have fixed the mental part, we also have fixed the body, you know. So we're gonna have a nice summer body. So when we step in the summer for 2021, June, July, August, them can't talk to we, you know, ladies, because we are fixed up with thing. We are fixed up with mental, we are fixed up with physical, and guess what? It's the emotional part too. Go just fall right into place. So at that way are going to focus on, you know, Mr. Happy Saturday we are talking about tonight. Because you see, Sunday Sunday now go mash up your meds.
Somebody come and get Genesis, please.
Now go mash up your meds.
Somebody come and take her off the live. Thanks.
If you think of what is good, take your weight and divide it by 2. That's the number of ounces in the water you need to drink daily.
Wow.
Yes.
I've never heard that one before.
First time hearing it too. I shall try it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that thing right here with the water. I need to start getting some more in. Yeah. Have to be your own motivation. Do not depend on others to see your value. Why depend on someone who doesn't know you to value who you are? Oh my God.
True.
That does sound careless.
Yanique, you are so right. And you know, the thing is, that's why I said you have to value yourself.
Wow.
You gotta love yourself. This is something that is so true. She hit the nail right on the hammer, I know.
Why can't I pin this comment? Nika, can you copy it and post it in the comment when the live is finished?
Yes,
I want to
post
pin
that.
it. I really want to pin this comment. I just
Very
say something to me a while ago.
It speaks volume. Let's look back at that comment. Let's read it again for our viewers. It says you have to be your own motivation, right? This is nowhere we talk about self-love, self-worth, self-dependency, and depending on yourself now, right? Okay. Do not depend on others to see your value. This is where the self-love, this is all self here, ladies. You see, it's coming right back to who? Yourself. Why depend on someone who doesn't know you to value you? So important. We need to stop and think about this right now, Why depend on someone who doesn't know you to value you? You have to value yourself. Love yourself. Appreciate and adore, respect yourself. And one is comment, take a screenshot or something. This needs to be posted so that we can get people to chime in with this comment. This is very important. This is a very important comment right here. I like it.
Nika, just copy that thing there.
Yeah. Can it be pinned?
Yeah, man, it can pin once the thing is finished.
A very good point. I must comment Nika on that.
Give me a second.
No problem.
Wow, it's like you are giving somebody power over you. That's just too much power to give somebody that doesn't know what to do with it. Who remember the story when what the name again? Adam and Eve gave up their right, their authority, their dominance to the snake. That is the same thing. And look what happened. All the way of Ethiopian when one time come, we're miserable. Now Jesus have to come down the cross for sin and all of these confusion and complication and repentance and all of these things. You think you're giving people but don't know what to
they won't know how to value you because they don't know you. And this is where it comes into you now, teaching people how to treat you because of how you're going to carry yourself.
Careless. That's just irresponsible. That's negligence. I can't listen. I could find so many synonyms to describe this whole thing. Nika, why you start with this now? Why? Why?
Why say speak on those tips for mankind to have a sexy body looking like a large? You know, so we're gonna come.
If you follow Genesis tonight, we don't finish here.
Genesis, I come find you through the phone. I come look for you through the phone.
Jesus. I love that song. I'm moving ahead, not going back. Jonathan McReynolds. Yeah, man, it's a really powerful song. Oh, y'all he's here. I want to come. You need to come to Jamaica.
So just to stick a pin on that note, so Shanique, to share a little information, I'm planning a retreat in Jamaica for our ladies. I'm planning it this year. I'm going to announce the date. I'm searching a location right now where I'm going to be doing a weekend getaway where it's all about healing. We're going to do meditation. We're going to do yoga. We're going to, cook up some food and have like a little fine dining type of thing. We're also going to use the last night to basically burn some stuff that we don't want to carry back home with us. So it's going to be announced. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. I'm going to post it on my Facebook. Shanique will also have access to that information. So it's going to be a healing factor for all of us women. And you ladies will be able to meet uniquely yours. And I'll be able to chat it up with you guys and share some good pointers as well. Because guess what? It's all a matter of alignment this year. We're all going to find some positives and we're going to enhance ourselves to find our purpose. So this year is going to be a year filled with greatness. Greatness this year.
Genesis, I don't know if you can make it by that time, but it will be really nice.
Yes, it will. It will. It will.
We're gonna run things. I want to play mass on day one. Me get me sick. Genesis, stop it. Just stop it. See, Miss Nika, she come stir way up. Love that comment, Nika. Yeah, she come stir way up, man.
Trust me. They say if you live for a man or a woman approval, then you will die. That is true. That is so true. Hey, Shanique, look like someone who's going to want pottery.
Look so heights of carelessness.
Kalia Brown, very important point. That's my sister right there. Thank you for joining, Kayla. Big up yourself.
Yourself, wow.
Wow, Lady Dimitra, that's wise. This is great segment tonight. Trust me, a lot of blessings is coming from this segment. Life and death lie within the power of the tongue, so we must speak the right words and take the appropriate step. Allow God's discernment. Amen to that. Amen to that. Trust me. Oh yeah, hope I can come to that retreat. How strict are the travel restrictions in Jamaica? I wonder if so, Genesis. You see when the live done, just find me. I'm married with her.
Yes, she will take you up on that. And on that note, I'm gonna share the clip.
Yes,
I think Genesis will get a kick out of this.
Yes.
We are Jamaicans, we used to it, but I
It's
know
what
that.
I say, spread positive vibes. That's
Of
the only
course.
thing. Yes, that's the only thing I'm on. That's
Of
the only thing you
course.
should be on.
Take down this. I'm gonna take down this. All right. Ready now. Ready,
Run it.
people. Ready now.
Run it.
Look good, you smell good. Me a good eyes, me have it up there. Me a white material, me black, me proud, me short it out load. Me no give bone, and me no take bone. Me only buy bone, and me only eat bone. Oh, you forgive me? And you can't take it. Me look good, me smell good. Me a good eyes, me have it up there. Me a white material, me black. Yeah.
I put that gun back.
So
listen, I had to share that.
See? What the girl said? Me look good.
That's the kind of affirmation we need when we get discouraged. Yes. Me look. I
me look good.
good.
Me look good.
Smell
I am loved.
good.
I am valuable. Me a good as.
Yes.
Listen me. It's all about that, ladies. Ladies, trust me, I hope that everyone on here is being blessed by tonight's segment. And at least feeling a lot better. Because I know some of us may come on here before coming on here, you may have felt, a little bit down, or you feel like your self-worth is actually not there, or you don't feel as if you're valued. I hope and pray that before we leave here tonight, at least a sense of comfort will be over you, where you can start thinking a lot more better about yourself. Because that's the mission, that's the goal, that's the aim, to actually align ourselves in thinking positive and applying it into our daily walk each day. You know, another thing that helped me, Shanique, was God. I had to actually include God into my journey. And you know, a lot of us don't know how to speak outwardly, but God sees our heart. Write your love letters to Him. I have a book that I journaled to God, and I wrote Him, and I gave God a timeline by when I needed Him to answer me by. Sometimes you have to level with Him as if He's sitting next to you, you know, and He will rise you out of that feeling of doubt and shame and that pain and guilt. And a lot of us walk around with guilt. And let me tell you something, whatever your past was, I am going to use the word was, because we're not going to talk about is, because that is not what you are. And last week I talked about regeneration to your sanctification for your glorification. And in order for you to get to your place of healing, you have to go through your steps to get to the place that you need to get to, right? It's no quick fix, get better type of mentality, because you can't heal overnight. But as long as you stay consistent and you stay determined of wanting better for yourself, I promise you, it's the moment that you'll start thinking better, you start attracting better, and you start feeling better. Okay, it is important for us to align our thoughts in the right way. I am not perfect. I make my mistakes. You understand me? I know that I have a lot of fixing up in my Christian walk with God. But the thing is, God knows the heart that I have. And sometimes we have to surrender and we have to give it to Him. Sometimes if you can't speak it outwardly, write it. Write it. At least you're writing it out to Him. You understand me? And it's not every good ear that you speak to is an ear that you should confide in. Be very careful, because just as how you might see your enemy and know your enemy, sometimes you can't, because the devil make man believe he never exists, and he can be right there next to you in the form of a friend, and you confide in that friend, and that friend turn around and use your pain and sink you and hurt you even more. I was scrolling through on social media, I think it was yesterday, and there was a young lady that killed herself because of ridicule that she faced, because she was involved with a man that ended up speaking to another young lady, and it was a whole bangarang of crap, and she took her life. You understand me? So that is why it's so important for us to take a grip of our mental health and be so strong. Because trust me, you see, when the enemy ready to come with the words that he knows that you don't want to hear, he's going to come with it, and he's going to break you even more. So you have to grip and hold on to that strength. That's why it's so important, and I will not stop stressing it. It is important to take control of your life, ladies. Find your purpose, find yourself, love yourself, value yourself. You are important. Just as anyone else, you are valuable. You are amazing. You are loved. You are strong. You are beautiful. All those things you are. And every day you get up, it is important to recite these things to yourself. Don't stop saying it. Let it become something that you probably even record and play it back and listen to. It is important. And I'm not speaking with water in my mouth, because if you knew me years ago, I was a walking dead woman.
Wow.
If I show you some pictures of myself years ago to pictures that I take presently in my life, you would not recognize this girl right here, right now. We have to take control of ourselves. We have to hold ourselves accountable. And it's important to hold yourself accountable, because you know that you're setting expectations. And if you don't meet it, you're going to basically hold yourself at it to say, hey, shake up yourself and say, what am I doing? What am I thinking about? No, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Align yourself, ladies. Come on, we have to do better. Even for us, the mothers, my mom's on here tonight. How can you provide a life for your child or your children that is good when you're still staying in the same crap that broke you? We're only putting the same crap in our children and expect them to be upstanding men and women in our society. We are the ones that's breaking our children. We have to break generational curses. We have to stop the stigma of depression, anxiety, fear, and all these things. These things are all of the enemy. And I am very strong when it comes on to this point, and I don't play and I don't laugh about it, because it's a matter that we have to be very serious on. Our mental health is so important. You can be driving on the road, you know, and your mental health is not in the right place, and you start thinking about something that hurts you, and you can also cause harm to somebody else that's driving on the road that's focused, because now your focus is no longer on the steering wheel and stay in your lane. You drift off. That's why it's so important. You could literally be also preparing a meal in your kitchen and that knife slip and cut you on your hand, because your mental health is not in the right place. It is important to take serious control of your mental health and know that everything that you do, it is going to either enhance your life or defeat you. And I'm very, very, very serious on this topic tonight, ladies. Yes, I'm a big clown, but when it comes on to the seriousness of your mental health, I don't smile and play around, because I know where I once was. And I would not want any one of you ladies on here tonight, or even watching after, to go through half of what I went through. It is important to take care of your mental health. Tips that can help you with this: form a community. A community can be close people that you know will not only tell you what is right, but also stick with you during your bad and during your good. You know, when you're going to know who is for you, go through a low point and look how many people that sticks with you during that low point. Those people are normally people that are your ones that want to see you do well. Form a community. Another thing is, be physically healthy and active. Sitting down and eating those ice cream, eating those cake, eating those popcorn, whatever it is that you start to do because of what you're feeling depressed, you're only putting physical strain on your body by gaining weight, adding illnesses, you know, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol. These things start coming into play, right? Journal. Journaling is so important. A lot of us don't know to express our feelings outwardly. Write them down. So we're going to stay active. We're going to stay healthy by eating right? And also keeping a positive attitude. Every negative thought that comes in, we're going to turn those negative thoughts into a positive. If you failed in one area, figure out what caused you to fail in that area and adjust it, fix it. If you were not good at preparing a certain meal, YouTube is available. Go find different recipes and find out. We have to change the way that we approach our things that we do in our day-to-day living. And you know, the messed up part about it is that some of us, we know better. We know that we need to be doing these things, but we don't do it. I can come up here and I can beat up my gums and tell you all the things that you're supposed to do. But are you willing to really change? Are you willing to really apply it in your life so that you can start feeling better? And another thing too is know your circle. Your circle has a lot to do with your mental health. You can have a friend, Jane, Jill, Jack, Peter, Tom, whoever. You see, if those people in your circle are not people that are positive, you're going to drain your energy that you have, and they're going to suck you dry, and they're going to cause you to basically, you know, not enhance in a better way. You're gonna stay stuck at that level all the time, constantly, every single day. So, and also practice gratitude. Be thankful for the things that you have in your life. Be thankful for the things that you have in your life. This is something that I wrote in my little notes here. Every day that you get up, be thankful. God, I am alive. I thank you for waking me up today. Today is another day for me to be able to be great. You gave me another opportunity to fix my errors so that I can start leading a life that is right. And guess what? Last but not least, your sleep is very important. Yes, your sleep is very important. Because if you don't rest, the body will start doing all sorts of things. Signals are go yes, so signals are go there, so everything just go all over the place. And then you start adding pressure to your body. Then your mind start getting crowded, and then your battery start draining, and then guess what? You crash. So I want you all to understand that these things are very important. Your physical comes with also your health, your eating habits, because of course you got to make sure you feed your body right. We need to be, we need to show gratitude. We need to journal. We need to sleep. We need to keep positive people amongst us. We need to be physical, get up every day and do something active. Stop sitting and sobbing. Come on. We need to fix up with things. With things shaky. Anyone on here that have questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. I'm more than happy to answer them for you, because tonight, before this live end, I want each and every one of us, including me, to leave here tonight with a piece of information that we know we can apply to our life.
Kayla said, can't let your life control you.
You cannot. You have to take control of you. You are the person that's in control of your life.
Circumstances shouldn't stand a chance. When you said that the girl killed herself, that reminded me of a song that we often take for granted, but it says, it's something like botheration. No, I don't know if you've ever heard that yet. Botheration. So it's crosses, problem, heartache, headache. We're never short of these things. We're never short of problems and situations. But even tomorrow when you're gone, even though that she
It's
is
still
gone,
there.
it's still
The problem
there.
is still there.
Here.
I don't know, something that I also often tell myself. Sometimes you're on a good path and you're doing just fine, and then something happens to obscure you. That's the enemy that's trying to send a distraction. No, this is where you're going to identify this, and you're not going to let it affect you or your mood, your mind. You're going to basically channel it in a different form. You're probably going to school, and then all of a sudden there's just so many things that's happening to get you distracted. That's because the enemy knows that you have something good in place for you, so he's going to send distractions. You're working a job, and then all of a sudden your boss start picking on you, employees start picking on you. The reason why, because they see that you're good, and probably the boss is scared of you taking his position or her position. So what you have to understand is that everything that we do in life is going to come with a good, and it's going to come with a bad. But it's the way that we're going to approach each situation. And we have to understand that behind all of the negative that we do come across, we have to change it to a positive. The moment that you start thinking negative about yourself, you have to take that thought and replace it back with a positive thought. So that is just how the life is. You have to take control of your mind. Your mind is a very powerful tool.
Yes.
It is so powerful. And it
If
can
we
make you and it can break you.
and if we should even take the Bible literal, maybe I'm taking it out of context. So if anybody here is a theologian, please forgive me, but something just came to me. When the Bible said, when the enemy comes in like a flood, the
Mm-hmm.
Spirit of the Lord raises a standard against him. So when the moderation, the thoughts of emptiness, the feelings of discouragement, everything that would weigh you down, and I mean down to your
Literally down,
life,
drain
you
you.
need to raise up that positive standard. You
Definitely.
already have those affirmative words that will enlighten you and bring much confidence to you to lift up the
Definitely.
spirit.
You have
Raise
to.
that standard. Don't
You
be
have
afraid
to.
to lift it up.
And don't be afraid to walk away from whatever that's breaking you.
That is a standard.
That is you having that choice. You have that
Yes.
choice. You have that upper hand. It's your life. You're the one that is going to dictate what you welcome in and what you will stand for from what you won't stand for.
And I can't agree with you more.
This is where value for self, value, respect, love, all these things for yourself comes in place. And this is so important.
Oh Lord. We should have a women's empowerment panel or create a virtual summit. We need to.
We
I
need to.
think we really need to do that
We need
because
to. We need to.
we need help. We need help. Kamar says suicide don't solve your problem.
Never do, because the problem still remains.
And if tomorrow when me gone, bad narration,
Still there. Yes, speak truth and facts, fire starter.
yeah man, she start up pure fire over here. First our friend Nika come stir we up. And now look at this. It's like you're reading my mind. Who feels it knows it, you know, sis?
No,
Not
not
an
an easy
easy road.
road.
The same person sing that song there? Why I feel so? Sing it tonight. Look here, we have Ali sings. Big up yourself, Ali.
Big up my big friend. Listen, you see this girl right there? She was one of those people that was with me at my lowest point. Trust me.
Wow.
That is to recognize who your tribe is. Same thing, recognize your tribe. Important.
Ice cream and cake are good.
Very good. But it's
Yeah,
not
try to
good.
put on
It's
weight.
very good. It's very good to the palate. It tastes good, but it's not good for the body. Having an unhealthy emotion can break you and cause you to be depressed and have an. Oh, yes, that is true. And you know, a lot of us do suffer from anxiety, silent anxieties too. Those ones are the killers.
Yes. Especially when you're going to have to, after a 7-year, 8-year, 10, 15-year relationship, this
Right.
year you're going to spend the
Trust
first Valentine's Day alone. That
me
is
say
a
anxiety,
different
but
dose.
you know, it's a mindset, mentality, honey.
Mindset is
You don't
everything.
think positive.
What prophetess say? Mindset is everything.
Everything. Yes.
True man. Yes to
Let's
empowerment group.
Yes.
Let go
Let's go
toxicity.
right away. We're toxic. Where it go? Where it go? At 2020, hey, you see this? Let me tell you about 2021. Alignment, purpose. What me say? What me say? Restoration. What me say? Healing. You can't nobody start me up.
Woo! Let me write those down.
So,
Healing.
restoration. And I'm going to break down restoration to Huno. Just like building a house, when I rebuild a house, you see how messy it gets. And then after you clean it up, it looks nice and pretty. Same so with your life. Healing comes with restoration, alignment then falls, and then you find your purpose. Very, very, very important. Okay?
I'm kind of have them backward, but forgive me.
Yes.
Don't understand.
So it's basically restoration, You're going to bring it to your healing, and then you're going to find, you're going to align yourself, and then you're going to get it to your purpose. But I'm not lie, tonight live is really nice. Because we have knocked some sense in some of we head where we are walking and go like we don't have no sense. But you see, as long as there is life, you still have a chance to make it right. So tonight, ladies, please, I really want you guys to really take the opportunity to really find yourself. Look into yourself tonight. You understand me? Share this live with other people that you know that can be a benefit. And also subscribe and also follow. You understand me? Share. Because this year is all about elevating to our higher purpose. You understand me? Finding our own form. We have to. But in order for us to be able to can do this, we have to take a grip of our mental health.
Yes. Genesis is saying great tips. God had his 12 disciples, so it's important for us to have our key people in our inner circle.
Very important.
The size matter, as in size of the circle.
Be more specific so we can understand your question.
Okay. Miss Alice says, we all have storms, but it's how we handle it.
Definitely. Agreed.
Oh,
And
children, she come back again, you know. She come back. They watch behaviors and actions toward others, which they later replicate onto themselves and others. Show them that even when life is a whirlwind, you're able to stand firm. What? You come back again?
Didn't I speak on that and say that we have to be careful what we do around our children? We have to pour in good into our kids. Let them see the positives. Because they're like sponges, they absorb all these things and then they're going to act outwardly what they see. So we have to be very mindful. I can attest to that because me as a mom, I was doing it all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter's action was all wrong because of the things that she was exposed to. Right? So we have to really be very mindful as to what we do as parents around our children. We can't allow them to see the mess that we are or the mess that we were. We want to feed them the right things so that they can be upstanding men and women in our society. Because remember, we're passing along things onto them. It's like they're a vase. We're pouring into them, and whatever we pour into them, that's what they're going to know. So we have to do the right thing in their sight, and we have to teach them the right thing as well.
Okay, so Ali, we're still waiting on what you're asking. Specific ideal size. All right. Tonight has been fire-filled, so many great wisdom nuggets and laughter, which is good for the soul. I told y'all that y'all were getting a barrel. You don't need to go to laugh to clear this. Like God already cleared it for you.
That is all I'm about. I'm about positive energy and pushing positivity. And I'm a big clown, so laughter has to come into play. What advice can you give to a person suffering from depression and emotional problems due to bad past experiences that has left them broken? Okay, so my advice in this, I can relate to this situation here very well. So let's break it down. What advice can you give a person suffering from depression and emotional problems? Depression can be stemmed from different things. Now you outline, for example, a bad past. What we have to go back to the root of the issue. Sometimes we don't like to go back to the root of the issue to face it, but it's in order for us to heal, we have to go back to find out what is it in this situation that caused me to make me feel the way that I feel. Accepting the situation for what it was and knowing that that situation do not dictate the life that you're going to be living, and forgiving yourself. Forgiveness is very important in this situation as well. Whether it may be something that you done or someone done to you, a lot of time, if it's something that someone done to you, it's based off of things that they themselves too are battling and dealing with. So they act outwardly because that is what they know. So that's why it's important for whatever that we're doing, we are very mindful of it, right? Because it can either make or break a person. So in this experience, if you experience something that is bad, the first thing is acknowledging, say, yes, it did happen. But also, it does not dictate the person that you're going to be in life. And you're going to forgive yourself and move away from the situation slowly and learn from it. So if it was something that, happened to you sexually, some of us, we experience molestation as in our childhood, or some of us may experience, something bad along the way. We have to understand that a lot of times things happen not by choice because we want it to happen, but because of the individual themselves. They are broken, they're damaged, and they need healing. And this is their outward response that is thrown onto you. So you have to forgive yourself from the situation, accept that it did happen, but move away from it, because that's not going to dictate who you are or what your life is going to be.
Yeah. Whoa, a mouthful. Right. Lady D, it's good, but we have to work out so we don't have those jelly rolls or our belly sticking out bigger than our pockets.
Lord Jesus, peace. Genesis, we don't know what we are going to do with you. I don't know.
Shanique, auntie?
I don't know what we are going to do with you in Genesis. I swear.
Why Shanique so hot? We receiving.
Revving up Yanique engine tonight. Vroom, vroom.
Jesus. We can't matter.
Our children are our future leaders, so we need to monitor their eye and ear gates. Feed their definitely, Genesis. Definitely agreed with you. What about the negativity that comes from people around you that determines your future based off your past? Okay, so now negativity is something that we're always going to have around us. And that's a clear-cut path. Now, this is where you now have to gain control of what you're going to listen to, because people are always going to have things. Listen, I can attest to that. The things them that I did in my past, I still up to present hear about them. I recently, someone turned to me and said, "Oh, you're going like stay better than people. Remember when you used to do this? I remember you used to do that." Yes, I remember all of that, but that does not determine the person that I am today. You know what that did for me? It made me realize that the them, sorry for my language, that I used to go on with were things that I shouldn't have done, because those things brought me. But now I know better. I do better. So yes, that was the old me. But the healed me and the me that knows better will only adapt to better and do better.
Yes.
So people will always have things to say. Negativity is something that we all are going to face. But you're not going to let the negative thoughts come into play by what people are telling you, because you know better and you know the road that you're going down. So to hell with them, because probably their life too needs some fix up. So they're throwing it at you because why? They're jealous at you. And they don't know no better themselves, because then themselves need to clean up their act. So don't worry about what a person says. Stop living in the shadows of people. Live for you. Because it's you alone that is going to stand before God when he do come for this world. So stop worrying about what others are thinking, saying. Focus on the road that you're now on and where you're trying to get to. End of that.
Yeah. And she has one more question.
There's a song that Etana sings. So people talk, that's what they do. They don't understand how me still a push and go through. Yes, they laugh. They call me names. And that is so true. Right? Very, very true. What about trying to gain back your confidence and self-esteem, but people shadows you as you try to gain them back? Now, these people you separate yourself from. You separate yourself from unbelievers. You separate yourself from people that are not equally yoked with you. You block these people out from everything that you do. You don't give them any access. You don't give them any access. Because these people are like vampires. They're like snakes that just come with a venom to poison you, because they don't want to see you go or grow.
What's her name? Taylor Swift sings a song that I really like. What you say? Shake it off.
Yes,
Haters gonna hate, 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 hate. They're going to hate.
yes.
What do you
They're
do?
going to hate.
Shake it off.
Listen to me. You know many people. When I said I was going to start my platform, my ministry, there was a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you are gonna lead something like that because of the things." Yes, the things them that I used to do. I see if I had listened to these people, I would not be able to help any females or even males that I encounter with on a day-to-day basis. I don't give two crap what a person think of me or what my past used to be because that's not who I am today as an individual. So stop worrying about them. Keep focusing on what you're doing with yourself and keep building that confidence and self-esteem.
Wow. I have nothing more to say. Nothing.
Yes. Listen. Talk up the things, them, my girl. Talk up the things.
Oh my God, I can't manage it. Oh Lord, but people,
Love.
love yourself.
Love
Hug up
yourself.
yourself, kiss yourself, tell
Mhm.
yourself nice things, play in your ear, soak your foot, cook your food, love yourself. I need to put up a sign in my kitchen. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's
Great
gonna
one.
read, y'all, you
Love
can
yourself.
cook
Yeah, you're
food
beautiful.
nice in here. Yeah. I need to put that sign in here. Yeah, man. Well, look good. Wait, should I drop that? You know what? I'm gonna put that clip on Facebook because
Yes.
Genesis requested it. But that's all I have to say. Tonight, nice. Yes. Nika, remember to share about the comment so I can pin it. Please and thank you, may I beg you. See when you come story up, yeah. Just comment once we finish so that I can pin it. But thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. My laptop one charge, you know. So you know it's our time for going our bed. Bear in mind all the nuggets that were dropped tonight. This is free information. You have to pay big money to go to conferences to get this juice. Take it now. Soak it up and live with it. Remember to journal. Remember to take care of your mental health. Stop worrying about people. We all have a past, yes.
All of
And
us.
sister said on one Sunday at church that if all of us, if any of us, our lives were to be written in the Bible, same way how them talk about David and Bathsheba and all of the things that the other people of God did back in the day, nothing we wouldn't want, you know?
True.
We'd be so ashamed.
True.
But we have these people as examples. They got through it, and so can you. You can do it. So do it now.
Mhm.
You
Do the
can
thing.
do it.
Do the thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Like Yanique said. So Yanique, any final words? Cause I feel like me no need to say nothing else. I'm tired now. Me done.
Guys, I just trust me. I mean, I'm accessible by message through Facebook, through Instagram. It's pinned into the comments, which is my email. My Instagram name is uniquely yours. Sorry, my Facebook name is uniquely yours. My Instagram is at Let's Talk Healing _ and I can also be reached by email at ycads1@gmail.com. I've not really, felt comfortable enough to disclose my phone number. I have to go through, screening with people first and, get the feel of what the intentions are before I do exchange my number. Because for me, I make sure that whomsoever that I'm welcoming around me is
Yeah.
all about positivity.
Yeah.
So I'll be more than happy to do one-on-ones with you all. If you guys want advices, remember everything that I do disclose with you is straight from the heart of love because I was once there. And if you do want to have one-on-ones with me, like I said, I'm accessible to do that and it's confidential. It stays and remains with me because at the end of the day, it's all about healing, it's all about development, right? And this is the mission that I'm on with my platform. My platform is a newly formed platform, but it doesn't feel like a newly formed platform because the outpour of love and support has been immensely great. And I want to thank you as well, Shanique, for your support in my journey. You have been awesome. And you know, it's all a matter of just spreading the love. Guys, don't forget to follow Shanique. You know, she has a very awesome book too that you guys should go ahead and find on Amazon. Breaking Barriers. It is very, very, very much of an interesting book, right? Trust me, go do the right thing, go get the book, guys. And also TalkTruth Series. Remember to follow on YouTube and also to share. Share. This is the year of alignment. This is the year of restoration. This is the year of purpose. And this is the year of healing, right? So until further time again, guys, I will be accessible. Not sure when again I'll be on Talk Truth Series, but just say the word and I'll be back.
Anytime you're ready. Tell us about the thing that you're partnering with Cadian,
Yes.
Letitia and Cadian Foundation, so that people can come over and support you just the same.
Yes, so I'm going to be in an event that's going to be on the 25th of March. It's going to be over social media, all platforms on social media. It's a fundraising event as well to help families that are going through it in Jamaica. So donations are also asked for. Anything that you can give. The lowest is $5, and that's not a lot, guys. $5 can go a far way for a family, right? So it is also shared on my Instagram if you guys want more details about it, and it's also on my Facebook alongside, I believe Shanique has it as well on her social media
And I
platform.
made my first donation yesterday, so
yes, I know you did.
Go and donate.
Yes, you did make your donation, and trust me, it's you know, it's good to give back to the people that we have around us and in our communities that we're from. It is very important because you know what happened when we give, our fruit basket also never runs dry, and we have to give with a willing heart. We have to give with a willing heart, right? So guys, stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of good things coming up within the year. I'm definitely going to collab with Shanique. I have something in place that I'm going to talk to her about.
Food is a one-man mouth, people. My father always tell me that.
We're going to collab
Food
and do
is not
something.
nice when you alone eat.
Definitely. So it's all a matter of spreading the love, guys. Come on, it's healing season, restoration, alignment, purpose. Come on, we can do it. And ladies, I hope you guys were blessed tonight by this live. And share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Talk up the thing and do the right thing.
Well, guys, you are listening to Talk Truth Series Girl Connection with Miss Yanique Cadogan. She dropped 10 barrels tonight, and y'all don't need to go down to WAF to get it. You got it here. If you need motivation, come back and watch the replay. Tell somebody about it. As I said, my father always told me, food no nice a one-man mouth. So until we see each other again, ladies, have a great Valentine's Day. Remember, you have enough love to go around for that 24 hours. Make the best
of it. Definitely. Love you guys, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Mwah!
Have a great night, everyone. Love yourself. See ya.
Bye.
Look good, you smell good. Me a good eyes, me have it up there. Me a white material, me black, me proud, me short it out loud. Me no give bun, and me no take bun. Me only buy bun, and me only eat bun. Oh, you forgive me? And you can't take it. Me look good, me smell good. Me a good eyes, me have it up there. Me a white material, me black.
Yeah.